The Broward County Environmental Protection and Growth Management Department, together with the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, welcomes the storage tank facility owner or operator to this informative video designed to assist in preparing for an inspection of your storage tank system. Preparing your facility is one of the most important steps in making your business ready for a storage tank inspection. A well-managed storage tank system will save time, money, and you will feel better knowing that your system is in compliance with all applicable storage tank systems regulations. The most important part of the inspection is setting aside the time to meet with the inspector and review the necessary paperwork and answer questions. As a rule, set aside about 45 to 60 minutes per tank. This allows the inspector to review paperwork and inspect all the necessary components of the storage tank system. Let's look at the key pre-inspection steps. Department will contact you to arrange for a convenient time. Set aside 45 to 60 minutes per tank. You and your designee must provide inspection access to equipment. Department personnel are not allowed to open or operate equipment. Equipment secured by a key must be accessible for inspection. You must have the necessary documentation ready.
Good morning. May I speak with Dave, please?
This is Dave.
You and your designee must provide inspection access to equipment.
Hello, Dave. This is Eduardo with Broward County. I'm the Compliance Assistance Inspector.
Sure.
This is to schedule an annual compliance inspection and notify you that you have 5 working days to have all records available for review. Would you be available?
Hold on, let me check.
The department will contact you to arrange for a convenient time.
Yeah, I'm available.
Okay, great. I will schedule that. Thank you.
Morning, Eduardo with Broward County, or Driving 61. Here's my business card. So I'm here to do an inspection of your storage tanks. You have somebody who can open up the sumps for me. Okay, good.
You or your designee must provide inspection access to your storage tank system. You will want to provide proper barricading and or signage that indicate caution to the general public in the areas being inspected. It is the responsibility of the facility operator to arrange for a capable person to open pump, fill, and release detection sumps and dispensers. Remember, the designated person must have a complete set of keys to access any equipment that is secured with a lock. Upon conclusion of the visual inspection, the system's open ports must be secured once again. Most of the components of your storage tank system are buried and hidden from view. Because of this, the physical inspection of your storage tank system is a critical part in maintaining system integrity. Let's look at what a typical inspection consists of and the important parts of your storage tank system. Tank farm and its components. The pump, piping sump. The fill sump. The sensor sump. Automatic tank gauging for ATG and interstitial. The dispensers. The venting system. And electronic monitoring. Pump or piping sump. The pump or piping sump is easily recognized as it usually has the largest and heaviest cover. The inspector will examine closely, verifying that the test boot must be pulled back from the secondary lines, the line detector system on the submersible pump is properly maintained, the sump sensor is in the correct position, flex hoses are not leaking, twisted, or kinked, and are not in contact with other components. All components inside the sump are free from corrosion, and the sump is dry and free from accumulated debris. Remember, the designated person must have a complete set of keys to access any equipment that is secured with a lock. Fill sump. The fill sump contains the fill port, release valve, drainage plunger, and spill bucket. The inspector will examine closely, verifying that the spill bucket assembly is not cracked, the fill cover is color-coded per the tank's contents. The fill cap gasket is in good condition. The spill bucket is dry and free from debris. The spill bucket is intact, no tears or breaches, and the presence of overfill protection inside the drop tube. Sensor sump. The sensor sump, ATG and interstitial, houses various sensors which monitor your storage tank system. The inspector will examine closely, verifying that the inside is properly maintained and the electrical connections are intact. Inspector will verify that the spill bucket is dry and free of any liquids. Any liquid shall be removed within 72 hours. Stage 1 Vapor Recovery Dry Brake Poppet. When inspecting a gasoline tank, the inspector will examine closely, verifying that the dry brake poppet is functioning properly by activating the spring-loaded mechanism. Remember, upon conclusion of the visual inspection, the designated person must secure any open ports once again. Recall, the designated person must have a complete set of keys to access any equipment that is secured with a lock. The dispensers. The inspector will examine the dispensers closely, verifying that dispenser pan has no liquid, water, product, or debris. Shear valves are anchored correctly and installed at the proper position. If present, release detection probe is positioned correctly. All dispenser boots are intact. Hanging hoses and nozzles have no tears, rips, and are not leaking. The venting system. The inspector will observe the vents, verifying that vent caps are properly installed where required. Electronic monitoring. The inspector will examine your electronic monitoring system. Operator will be asked to demonstrate system functionality by printing a status report, product levels, interstitial release detection status for both tank and piping. Operator will also demonstrate testing of the visual and audible alarms.
All functions normal. Some brine sensor, middle brine, west sun, brine. Yeah, and it tells you that it's brine. It all looks normal.
brine.
Yep, perfect. All right, let's review your records. Very good. Okay. Good. Very good. Everything looks in good order.
Records review. The inspector will ask to see the following records. You must have the necessary documentation ready. If records are not kept at the facility, they shall be made available upon 5 working days' notice. Accurate, up-to-date, legible documents are vital to demonstrate that you are fulfilling your responsibilities as an owner or operator. The Compliance Assistance Inspector will review each of the following documents to verify that they are up to date and represent that you have fulfilled all required tests and maintenance records. FDP registration placard, financial responsibility, declaration page, insurance policy, release detection, equipment tests, equipment test results, equipment repair, replacement, and maintenance logs, equipment inspection and RD monitoring logs, release detection response level or RDRL statement, storage tank system registration information. Let's briefly look at each document. FDP registration placard. The FDP registration placard is issued to all registered owners of above ground or underground storage tanks that store vehicular fuel, pollutants, or hazardous substances regulated under Chapters 62 761 and 762, Florida Administrative Code, and above-ground compression vessels and mineral acid storage tank systems regulated under Chapter 62-762, Florida Administrative Code. Remember that fuel cannot be delivered to your facility without a valid FDEP registration placard. Proof of financial responsibility. Please have available proof of financial responsibility or your insurance policy's declaration page showing all currently covered tanks in case of a petroleum release or spill to provide for a third-party cleanup. Release detection, RD, equipment tests. Release detection equipment must be annually evaluated to ensure proper functioning. These tests include line leak detection, interstice monitoring, and overfill protection. Equipment test results. Equipment test results are the results of required periodic integrity testing of tanks, lines, dispensers, and piping, as well as corrosion protection. Please ensure that you have a legible copy for review. Equipment repair, replacement, and maintenance records. All required maintenance and repair of equipment must be documented and made available for review. Equipment inspection and RD monitoring logs. All required visual inspections and release detection performance must be documented and monitoring logs made available for review. Release detection response level or RDRL statement. The RDRL statement is a document that you prepare to help you initiate an investigation to determine if an incident, release, or discharge has occurred. Depending on your type of storage tank system, both internal and external release detection methods may be employed. Storage tank system registration information. The storage tank system registration information must be current. The storage tank operator should be familiar with the contents stored in each tank on site. A general statement listing the tanks and current products contained therein is valuable when the inspector inquires as to the number and kinds of products in your storage tank system. The department must be notified of any changes in the storage tank system via a registration form.
I just need your signature right here. Excellent. All right, well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Operator training for underground storage tanks, UST, required by the Federal Energy Policy Act of 2005. The revision to Chapter 62-761, Florida Administrative Code, requires all UST owners to have designated and trained operators at all facilities by August 6, 2015. For further information, please visit the FDEP Storage Tank Operator Compliance Training website. We hope this brief video on preparing for a storage tank facility inspection will assist you in getting your facility ready for a compliance assistance inspection. For more information, please visit FDEP's Storage Tank Compliance website.